Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be taking you through the different types of knives that we use in the kitchen, because it's definitely not one knife for all products. There are different types of knives for each type of technique in the kitchen. Now, understanding this is very important because you cannot use a fish knife on beef. That is cross-contamination, and that can be very dangerous in the restaurant industry. So making sure that you understand the fundamentals of what the different types of knives in the kitchen is very, very, very important. And that is really important because you do not want to be switching knives on different kind of products and then giving someone, allergies that we didn't even know they had. So we need to know what the different types of knives in the kitchen are. So I'm going to take you through what they are, and when you get to culinary school, they give you your knives in this bag. Alright, so this is your knife bag, alright, and here is all your knives, your spoons, everything that you will need in the kitchen, which is very, very efficient and very, very good to have on hand. Alright, so let me open the bag and take you through what is inside. So first and foremost, when you open the bag, you will get this pocket. Alright, this pocket you can put anything. I've got my chef white buttons on here, I've got cookie markers, and I've got peelers, I've got tasting spoons. Let me show you. So first and foremost, I have tasting spoons. Now, tasting spoons are also very fundamental in the kitchen because when you're cooking, you always want to have these on hand. And you will see on a chef jacket, whenever you see a chef wearing their chef whites, you'll see there's a little pocket on the shoulder. Now, that pocket is for spoons and for any pens, alright? Because you'll be marking things down in the kitchen. So having a spoon on hand and having a spoon near you is really important because you can taste things as you go, adjust things as you go, which is really important. So first things first is tasting spoons, tasting equipment. Alright, the second thing, like I mentioned, is pens, cookie pens or a pen, because you will need to be labeling things before you put them in the oven. You will need to be labeling things to know what you put in the oven so you don't confuse your stuff with other people's stuff. So cookie markers and pens are really important when it comes to the kitchen industry. The second thing is a peeler. Alright, obviously you want to have this on hand when you're cutting, peeling potatoes or fruit or whatnot. Having a peeler on hand is really, really important as well. Alright, and then on the other pocket we have, I'm not going to take all of them out, but we have my extra chef buttons. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is chef buttons, alright, for my chef whites, just so that you guys can see what they are as well. So that is also very important to have on handy in your chef bag. Now let's go to the knives. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so this knife is the main event knife. This knife is called a chef's knife. Alright, this chef's knife is for slicing, dicing, chopping, whatever it means necessary. This is the knife you will use in the kitchen. Alright, so this is called a chef's knife. Alright, so this is basically what you'll be using for any chopping that you'll be using in the kitchen. Alright, the second one, this knife. We call this knife a boning knife. Alright, so let's say you're filleting a fish, or you want to take a bone out of a chicken, or whatever you want to use, boning knife, or it's called a filleting knife as well, that you can use in the kitchen. So this is what the knife looks like. Alright, it's a boning or filleting knife. It's very handy because the reason why it is this small is because you can get the correct precision on taking out any bones, alright, and you can get precise cutting, also precise cutting, and this knife will do the exact job that you need it to do. So this is your boning or filleting knife. Alright, and then next, so the next knife we have is this knife. Alright, this knife is very good for slicing. Alright, so if you want to slice anything, whether it's a beef, a chicken, a carving knife, whether you want to carve or slice or whatnot, this knife is very handy for that, because as you can see, it is really smooth on each end. So this carving knife is very important as well for slicing anything, meats, chicken, whatever you want to slice. This is a good knife for it as well. Okay, then we go to the other knife. Then we have this one. Alright, this is what we call a honing steel. Now, a honing steel is for you to sharpen your knife. Alright, so let's say this knife is blunt. Alright, how does this thing come into play? You will. Alright, that's what a honing steel is for. It's for sharpening your knife to make it sharp. Alright, so as you can see, I'm sharpening the knife. So this is called a honing steel. Alright, so this makes this guy sharp, so they work hand in hand. Alright, a honing steel is what this is called. Okay, let me just quickly put this back in its pouch. Alright, now the last thing, or another thing that we have, this guy, okay, this guy is called a placemat. Alright, so this is for your chopping board. Alright, so when you're in the kitchen, your chopping board can become a little bit wobbly. Some people put a wet paper towel on the bottom to stop the chopping board from moving, which is also correct, but this is what we use in the kitchen. This placemat, it's rubber, and this really helps it when your chopping board to stop moving or to stop wobbling around. This placemat is really cool. So if you want to get this thing for your chopping board, you can get it at any Chinatown or anywhere where you can get kitchen equipment. Just look for this thing and you'll be able to get it as well. It is very handy when it comes to the kitchen, because it will stop your chopping board from slipping and moving around. Alright, then another one. Now everything's just falling out of my bag. Another one, this is also a very important one, and this one is called, obviously as we can see, it's called a serrated knife. Now this one is for cutting bread and any pastries. Alright, so this one is for cutting any pastries or bread or whatnot. It will come very handy. Alright, so this is obviously a serrated knife that you can use for cutting anything like bread or pastries or whatnot. This will become very handy. So this is called a serrated knife. Alright, so that is all that I have in my culinary knife kit bag. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, please do pop them down in the comment section below. I would love to answer any of your questions, whether it's culinary related, whatever you saw in this video, whatever you want to know about culinary, just pop them in the comments. Whether you want to know a chopping technique, a cooking technique, anything you want to know, let me know. Pop them in the comments and I will be sure to answer any of the questions that you have. But thank you so much anyways guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Share it with your friends so that they also know what these different knife techniques really mean in the kitchen. But that's it for now guys. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on the next video. Take care for now. Bye.